everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then thank you so much for tuning in. Today I am on day 2 of week 1 of my 6-week meal plan. If you're not sure what I'm going on about, there is another video which I will link below, which is obviously day 1. I am following a meal plan for a full 6 weeks, and I'm going to be vlogging every step of the way, what I'm eating, like every meal, my snacks, like everything will be on this channel. So if you do want to follow along the meal plan with me, I also have the link to them in the description below. They are categorised depending on where you shop, so I think there's one for Tesco's, Aldi, Morrison's, Sainsbury's and Asda, so you get absolutely everything that you need in it. So you get your full 6-week meal plan, you get a shopping list, you get 2 trackers as well, one which has a weekly tracker and one which has a monthly tracker as well, if you wanted to keep record of how much weight you're losing. If you do enjoy my video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. You can also hit the bell if you want to be notified for when I upload. At the minute it is every single day showing you what I eat. Don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram. I will leave the link for that in the description below as well. And without further ado, we shall crack on to today's food. So for today's breakfast, I'm having probably one of my favourite breakfasts to make, and it is this breakfast hash here. So all the ingredients, we've got some cherry tomatoes, which I'll be using about 100 grams of, 150 grams of lean ham. This is just the one that I got from Aldi, which is sin-free. 2 medium eggs, 100 grams of mushrooms. You can slice these as you please, and you are supposed to have spinach. However, when I was shopping in Aldi, they only had these massive bags of spinach and they were going out of date like that day, and they didn't have any more. So I'm hoping that this will do the same if I just kind of stick it in and hope that it wilts. We'll see. But you know, if you are following along with me, then just use spinach instead of this, or you could use this if you want. Totally up to you. So obviously you've got your speed food here, speed food here, speed food here, and free protein and free food. So this meal is sin-free when it's made. First thing I'm going to do is just weigh out my mushrooms and my tomatoes and chop them up, and then I'll be cooking them in my frying pan with some fry light. Now that the mushrooms and tomatoes have like cooked a little bit and wilted, I'm just going to be adding a big handful of the salad and just leaving it to wilt. Once I'm waiting for that to wilt, I'm just going to chop up my ham and stick that in as well to heat through. So luckily the salad has wilted, however, because it's got a bit of beetroot in, it has kind of turned everything purple, which is fine. It's just not what it usually looks like. As you can see, I've added the ham in there and I've just been heating that through on like a medium to high heat. And then all I'm going to do next is I'm going to make 2 little holes like that, and then I'm going to be spraying those little bits with fry light and cracking eggs into them. So there, I've cracked my eggs in. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit just so that they cook quite slowly and evenly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put like a chopping board over the top just so that it like steams. If you do have another pan, then just stick another pan over, but because I don't have another pan which is big enough, I'll just stick a like a chopping board over. So I know that this looks strange, but by doing this, it actually lets the eggs cook like evenly, so the top and the bottom, without burning them, so they're just happily under there. So it's been under there a couple of minutes and it should look a little something like this. So you can see that the eggs are cooked on top and I'm steaming up. There you go. So the eggs are cooked on top. So you're literally just ready to serve up. You can season it with salt and pepper if you want, which I will be doing, but yeah. And this is also quite a big portion of breakfast, this will keep you full until lunch, believe me, because obviously you're getting quite a lot, but you're getting a lot of speed food as well. So there it is on the plate, just to give you a bit of perspective as to just how much food you're getting. So here you have your sin-free speedy breakfast, which will keep you full till lunch. Ta-da! So I look a little bit different to what I did this morning. I've been out and about, and it is actually just after 3:30 in the afternoon, and I am starving. So I'm just going to be making my lunch. I'm having a fajita salad wrap, which is really nice, and I'll show you what I have in that. So as usual, I'm following along on my recipe, which you'll have the link to if you're following the meal plan. So to start with, we're going to be using 100 grams of cooked chicken breast slices. I just use the ready cooked ones from Aldi. They're just easier for me. You could use chicken breast if you wanted to. I've got the fajita seasoning here from JD Seasonings. This just really adds so much flavour to your meal. I really like using these. If you do order JD Seasonings, then you can use the code JessGets20 to get 20% off your order as well. So, winner. I'm going to be using some sour cream topping, so I'll be using about a tablespoon of this. This is a Tesco's one just because I had it left over, but yeah, you can get that from most places. Sliced mixed peppers, again from Tesco's. This is just from the frozen aisle. You can use fresh if you want, but I just find it a lot easier just to use frozen ones because they're already sliced up for you. I'm going to be using the rest of the salad from what I used this morning, just because there's a little bit left in the bottom there. So I'll be adding that in just to get some speed. And then I'm going to be having it in one of the Lodo bases. These are 2 cents each, and you don't use your healthy bee on them, so I find them really useful for if you just fancied having your healthy bee a bit later on, or if you didn't want to use it on a wrap, then 2 cents instead of your healthy bee I think is definitely worth it. You can also actually get discount on this using Shrink and Jess 10. If you wanted to buy some of them, you get 10% off your order. I'll leave a link in the description below for these and for the JD Seasonings website as well, so you can go and check them out. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to actually put these in a pan and just heat them through a little bit, and then I'm going to be adding the peppers in along with the fajita seasoning and just season the chicken and the peppers. So as you can see, I've got the chicken and the peppers in there. I didn't really weigh the peppers. You probably should, but with it being speed food, then I tend not to. I just pour in however much I fancy. So yeah, I'm going to add the fajita seasoning as well. So that is nicely heated through there, and I've just put some salad on top of my Lodo base. I'm going to add that on top and then put a tablespoon of this on top of that. So it's 1.5 cents for a tablespoon. Right, I don't know about you with wraps, but I always find myself in a predicament that I have got way too much in the wrap to fold it. So I'm going to try and fold this, and I will come back to you once I've done. Right, so I've finally ended up getting it wrapped up. I had to put some tin foil around it so it stayed together so I could show you. But that is the chicken fajita wrap ready. So it's 2 cents obviously for the base, and 1.5 cents for the sour cream, which makes it 3.5 cents. And you've saved your healthy bee, and you've got speed food in your peppers and your salad. So sorry that the lighting has changed so dramatically. It has suddenly got dark outside despite the fact that it is only 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go and eat my lunch, my very late lunch, and I'm going to be going out for a walk, just a little wander around just to get a few steps in, and then I'll check in later with you again when I have some tea. So it is now about 7:30 and I'm going to be making my tea. I've been on another walk, which was nice. Just to get out in the fresh air. It is getting a bit chilly though. So tonight I'm going to be having a carbonara with some garlic bread. I'll show you what ingredients I'm going to use for that. So first off, we've got some pasta. This is just what I had left in the cupboard. It's just some tagliatelle. I'll be using both of their nests. I'm going to be using a vegetable stock cube and about 500 ml of water with that. I've got 4 cheese triangles. These are from Aldi and these are classed as my healthy A. I've got some lean bacon medallions. I'll be having 2 of these. I just prefer to get bacon medallions because they don't have any fat on, so it just saves me having to cut all the fat off a normal bit of bacon, which in reality you just end up with a bacon medallion anyway. So I buy the bacon medallions. I'm going to be serving it on top of some salad just to get some speed food in there. And then for the garlic bread, I'm just going to be using the Very Lazy chopped garlic. I do believe you can get like a garlic puree as well, which you can use. And then I'm going to be using 2 slices of the Aldi wholemeal bread, and that is my healthy B. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, well, this is a mess. First thing I'm going to be doing is boil the pasta in the 500 ml of vegetable stock. And then when that's nearly done, I'm going to start cooking the bacon medallions in like a frying pan with some fry light. Before I forget as well, because this is something that I would forget, I'm going to preheat my grill just on 200 because that's how I'm going to be making the garlic bread. So the pasta is nearly cooked and the bacon I've chopped up, as you can see, and I've cooked that. And I'm just going to put my garlic bread in now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get maybe about a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of this per slice, and I'm just going to spread it over over the bread and then pop it under the grill. So now that the pasta is cooked, I'm just going to drain the water and leave a little bit in the bottom, and then I'm going to add my bacon medallions, stir them through, and then I'm going to stir through the cheese triangles as well. Your carbonara should look a little bit like this, nice and creamy once all the cheese triangles have melted. Now I thought before I tried this that it would taste really cheesy because obviously you're using cheese triangles, but I promise you it doesn't. It's just like a nice sort of like creamy sauce. So I'm just going to serve that on top of my salad, and then I'm going to get my garlic bread out of here and put that on the side as well. And that is my tea. So the pasta is free food, and the bacon is free food. The salad underneath is speed, and then I've used my healthy B for 2 slices of the brown bread, which actually makes this meal completely sin-free. So buzzing about that, and it is quite a big portion as well, because I think it always looks bigger when you put it on something, but this is only like 70 grams of pasta, so I will be enjoying this. I'm probably going to season it with salt and pepper. But yeah, just season yours however you want. And that brings me to the end of today's video. I'm just sat here with a vanilla yogurt. This is 1 sin, and I thought I'd just break down for you what I had today and how many sins, etc. So if I can actually remember to this morning, what did I have? Oh, breakfast hash. The breakfast hash was sin-free. The lunch was 3.5 sins, and my tea for the carbonara was sin-free as well. And my yogurt is 1 sin, so that brings me for a total of today to 4.5 sins. Thank you so much for watching today's video. The links for the full meal plan, if you did want to go ahead and get that and follow along with me, will be in the description below. If you did enjoy the video, then please give it a thumbs up and go and hit that subscribe button below. Turn the bell notifications on if you want to be notified for when I next upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.